What's what's going on, everybody? My name's Nick, aka Nigga88. I am playing Madden 24. Doing. I'm gonna continue with the franchise mode. Um. So far. Um. Me and the um Dolphins are in divisional round. So yeah. But before I do this, I gotta go pee. So I'll be right back.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver.
Dallas Cowboys defeated the Green Bay Packers 28-14.
How can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain.
The Vikings defeated the Seahawks 24-14.
Over Philly a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive, eluding the pressure right.
Touchdown.
Jamison Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Peoples-Jones returning. And he returns this to 22. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, Henson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
On second down, here's the option. Able to avoid him at the 40. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. Herbert powering up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 12-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they use your big...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became third and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal.
Oh.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Lions at 10-2 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, that's it.
Thinking there, it's easily intercepted. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession, as they've got it as we resume action. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds Gibbs on a check down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Sliding out of the pocket. This pass down the field for Gibbs. It's knocked away and incomplete. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is caught. And he is going to have the Lions first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He's airing it out for Williams.
Touchdown!
Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Lions are once again back in front. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way we do it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Fields going to keep it running right. Gets around him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up.
Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore, 42 yards, and the Bears have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. And Detroit getting set to go now. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Escaping the pressure right.
No.
Struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Starting on the ground with Herbert. They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw is Fields. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. So here come the Lions now. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 45 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Back to throw again. And he's going to go down. Sacked right at the 17. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Got it inside the 10.
Oh, almost had it.
Going to depend on his spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half. At least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it. And oftentimes...
And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for the
There we go.
43 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's also a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case,
And it's good.
and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So they come away from this opening drive in the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? The touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Now an option play on second down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. Fields now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Fields again. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down. Short throw, that's caught by Davis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Here's a give to Herbert. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, here's Fields. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence.
Sorry guys if I'm not talking that much. I'm just trying to focus on this game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. A handoff for Herbert. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Herbert once more. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back now
It'll be
at Soldier
end of the
Field.
3rd quarter.
All even as we get ready to start the 4th. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the line, 16. Back to throw. Fields.
He got it.
Justin Fields, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in the playoff push right now.
2 yards to go, second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh my God.
Some coaches like to take the short more reliable yardage, and some they like to go for the big shot. No fair risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Allen, the man in motion right. Here's Herbert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Well, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
Yeah, a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. He's been pretty good with his legs in this game. A really nice gain there. Defensively, they've been okay covering downfield, but you got to account for the quarterback, right?
Yeah, and that's the hardest part because normally when you play 11 on 11, it's truly not 11 on 11. Defensively, you don't account for the quarterback in the run game.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for a sack. Dietrich Wise Jr., his second sack of the night.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, but instead a handoff up the middle. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. This is Herbert. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll run again. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.
I hear you guys talking about Victory Monday. Only one way to get that. Let's see some hustle out there. We got a big game on Sunday.
It's Madden NFL 24, and our focus is on the Lions reigning.
Here's the former
And here we go.
Kaimi Fairbairn to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As you see, they have dealt with their fair share of injuries this season. But, Charles, that hasn't stopped them from putting together a very solid campaign, a very good record thus far.
I think a lot of credit has to go internally. Like, we always want to praise the head coach for holding the team together. But to me, it's the guys in the locker room putting on the uniform. Those starters who've stayed healthy, they've welcomed the backups into their ranks and showed them how to get it done. And this team, they've stayed afloat all season doing just that.
Already intercepted.
It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive.
Oh, no, you don't.
Blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Well, call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground.
Go, 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 go.
And now off to the races, down the right side.
Touchdown.
That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And the Lions have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Mooney.
Oh!
First throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Gibbs.
Touchdown.
Touchdown Lions.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try to get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try to get to the ball even faster.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A dime look defensively for the Lions on third. Looking to throw. Mooney. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive. And
there he goes, right side. He's to the 15.
Touchdown, Lions.
Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 68 yards.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Escaping the pressure right. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Mooney. There were 5 Hodgins there complete. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Mooney. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players, and glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. And that's 2 big catches that he's had on this drive alone.
And I can hear it right now. If they give up a 3rd to him, whoever does that, go stand on the other sideline.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs.
Touchdown.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Lions are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Now, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Giants on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Mooney. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Well, almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Oh, what's the flag for?
That one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation, and sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Now a throw here to his running back, and he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Mooney. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it is caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, Giants. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will cut the lead down to 15. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions now taking over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Giants offense set to begin this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down. Mooney looking left side. He's got it complete. And he's brought down. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw on 2nd down. Mooney, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
From the gun on 3rd down. Mooney. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. Operating from the gun. Mooney. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Fairbairn good with the extra point.
I'm still waiting. 28-20.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
Hello.
Get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Got it.
At the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it?
Nice.
Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Thanks.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right.
Oh!
But that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
He'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he's going to
What do you expect me to do? I couldn't get to the end zone.
2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Escaping the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And
Oh!
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down as they manage to convert And that'll keep the drive alive.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. Fourth down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. They go play action here on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them.
Oh, why did I do that?
Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it.
Why did I do that?
Bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct.
30-27 Detroit.
Ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's caught inside the 30. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
That's their second pass interference penalty.
Hey, you've got to call that both ways.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
2nd and 2.
Touchdown.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On 1st down, Mooney. And this is
Thank you.
It's Brian Branch with it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Another run for Gibbs here. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Giants now down by 13, a minute 54 on the clock. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Still on his feet. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up.
And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Back to throw here. That is intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll look to throw. They'll find Hodgins there complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. He's back to throw. Wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
And that will be it.
They had it down there inside the red zone, but ultimately couldn't execute that final snap to find the end zone.
Yeah, and they're going to walk away from this one, and you know what's going to go through their heads the entire time until they get to play again. If we could only have that final snap to do over one.
Alright guys, I'm gonna end it because I'll do this another time. I took a nap today, so I shouldn't be tired, but for some reason I am. So, subscribe to our channel, leave a like, comment down below if you guys want me to do more videos like this. And I'll see you guys all later. And I will make part 2 out of this. Have a good night.